All right, so the third quarter is underway. Outlaws have the ball. They are back again with the dog pile there at the end of the play. So back first and 10 with 11:52 to go in the third quarter. They are approximately 20-plus minutes out of game time for back-to-back undefeated seasons. Never been done in school history. It was all Outlaws in the first quarter, all Outlaws in the second quarter, 44-0. Apologize for the feed dropping. We went ahead and uploaded a logo for our secondary sponsor as well for tonight, Otasco. Wanted to give each place equal billing on the feed, and it somehow disconnected the feed, so I apologize for those of you who are out there. The first half highlights will be up. You'll be able to see it clearly marked 44-0 first half, and then this will be the live stream for the second half. I do apologize. If you or your local business would like to advertise any sports coverage, we do high school sports, also some college, but football, baseball, basketball, and softball mainly. If you'd like to add wrestling or something else, reach out to us. We would love to work with you. We always try to promote local businesses, and we do not do Google ad string revenue where they track your app and anything you download. So we try to promote local businesses or Oklahoma businesses only, unless we're promoting and covering other teams in other states. Marlow cuts around the corner, another large gain, and he just continues to keep on rolling. Again, I apologize for the feed dropping. We uploaded a new image for the logo brand, and it interconnected with the stream and somehow disconnected. So all you have to do to get back into the stream is just refresh by clicking the top part of your phone or iPad, scroll or flick down with your finger. If that doesn't work, flip down toward the bottom part of your iPhone and up, clear the cache in that screen, and then just relaunch YouTube. Go to pages for Prep Nation TV, then videos, and the live stream will be right on the top feed again. I'm hoping here for the second half we get a running clock, because this is a very one-sided game and it doesn't need to be 80-0. All right, so basically a ball's caught. Oop, take that back, incomplete. Call us trap. So very rare for Marlow to have the third down, but here it comes. Just a reminder for anybody who wants to watch previous action and games we've covered, all you have to do is look to the top portion where it says your channel after the home button, and then just go beyond videos, one more over to playlists, and then you can scroll by school or team. And then all you have to do is look for the most recent video on top, older ones on bottom. And again, if you would like to promote your local business or advertise, you can do logos, commercials, graphics, specials, coupons, discounts, deals, whatever you'd like to do to promote your business and service. All we need is just a understanding of what you want to use. Otherwise, we'll design the graphic for you. Down to 9 minutes to go now here in the third quarter. Outlaws marching toward, you would assume, at least 2 home games for hosting, possibly 3. and they are seeking to go farther than the Class 2A semifinals last season where they lost the heartbreaker to Metro Christian. Quarterback rolls out, throws, but it is blocked by the defensive man. Nice little hand on that one there for Tishomingo. Wow. So that is exceptionally good for Tishomingo to start the second half. They get the ball and prevent Marlow from being able to score. First time this game. Snaps a 6-for-6 drive. This was their 7th possession, and it ends in a turnover on downs. Well, it ended up being a pretty nice little gain for Tishomingo, so they are able to move the sticks right off the bat, so that will be a 1st and 10 for Tishomingo. Quarterback drops back, will throw all the way across midfield. Outlaws close quickly, deflect the ball, so that is incomplete. We've got 7:29 to go here in the third quarter. Depending upon your rankings panel, Washington was ahead 52-0 at halftime, so the two top teams in Class 2A, both dominating and pitching shutouts on the final regular season game of the year. Playoffs will be pretty much formatted and announced on Saturday, and then bracket should be available that weekend into Monday, and then you'll know exactly who the Outlaws will be hosting for their first playoff game on Friday. Quarterback fakes, he runs across, able to get a nice little gain. It's about a yard gain, 2 substitution package for Marlow. Down to about 6 minutes and change here before the end of the third quarter. So that's all they needed, and they were able to get it. So Indians have to be happy about the start to the third quarter. It couldn't have been worse in the first. Fumble, interception, turnover on downs led to an early onslaught of Outlaw scoring. 7 is the key here. Once they get in the end zone, extra points are money. So 6 touchdowns for Marlow, 1 safety. Happened 5 seconds before the end of the half. 44-0 Outlaws. And back-to-back chains move for the Indians. Tishomingo looking to end their regular season on a winning note. They've only got 1 victory on the year, their 5th game of the season. Able to catch it. Nice little move. Not much yard for gain after contact. Right, 4 minutes and 10 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Outlaws shutting out the Indians on their home field. Tishomingo, though, is driving. They are fairly deep into their own territory. This is the farthest in Marlow area that they've been. They were able to cross momentarily on a passing interference call in the early second quarter. Got it down to about the 46 and then turned it over with an interception around the 38. Quarterback rolls, throws, kind of a funky, weird little, I don't know what you call that, an underhanded knuckleball kind of style throw, but it is successful. So Tishomingo is now 1st and 10 inside the Marlow 20. Let's see if their first trip in the red zone of the game proves to be beneficial.
Pass from the favors is complete to number 3, Tyson Barrett. Touchdown, Tishomingo.
All right, Tishomingo gets on the board with a 19-yard pass touchdown. It crossed across basically the left side of the sideline, rolled right into the 4, and then he's into the end zone. Hard to follow it with all the Marlow players across us, but nonetheless, it is a 19-yard pass touchdown, 44-6.
Tishomingo. Penalty was against Marlow. It is declined.
It is not first down Tishomingo, it is touchdown Tishomingo. All right, 2-point conversion is no good. Your score, Marlow 44, Tishomingo 6. Your Prep Nation TV game of the day.
Extra point attempt is no good. Brings the score Marlow 44, Tishomingo 6 with 2:40 remaining in the third quarter. Like I mentioned to you again, tonight will be a fifth quarter hosted by the First Baptist Church. Also informed at halftime there will be chili and hot chocolate.
Third quarter has moved and progressed pretty quickly. 2:40 remains here. Marlow kind of on cruise control much of the third quarter, and it showed with kind of a cold start coming out after being red hot in the first and second quarter.
Against Marlow.
All right, second warning of the game against the Outlaws for sideline warning.
Sideline infraction, 5-yard penalty.
I was getting ready to say that is the second one, so usually they do assess it, so it'll be 5 yards added on to the kick. Well, it's like they're kicking from literally the Marlow 35. That is insane.
Kickoff on about the 5-yard line, brings it out to the 21. Tackled by number 23, Kobe Gray. First and 10, Marlow.
.235 remains here in the third. Outlaws able to bust free down the sideline. Tishomingo catches up with him and knocks him out of bounds. Ends up being a nice gain for Mahaffey. So Marlow will be in Tishomingo territory once again. Inside 2 minutes now. Just a reminder, if you would like to advertise or promote your local business, all you have to do is reach out to us. You can do logos, graphics, commercials, or specials. Cuts back, still going. Rolls left, into the 10, 5, and touchdown, Outlaws. Sorry. So the Outlaws get a 45-yard touchdown, and they add to their lead 50-6. Apologize for the camera shaking. We were trying not to cross over with the ball boys, and the referee and crew were coming in quick, so we had to kind of grab the camera and roll on the fly. So I apologize for moving it around. Ball is down, kick is up. We have a flag. It is blocked, so we'll see who this is against. Okay, so we'll have a personal foul assessed against Tishomingo, so it is half the distance. So Marlow may consider going for 2 here, but we'll see. They're offsides again. It's not called. The kick is good. He literally was on the Marlow side before the ball was even hiked. 51-6, Outlaws over the Indians. We have 1:36 remaining here in the third quarter. Number 1 Marlow rolling toward back-to-back unbeaten 10-0 regular seasons.
Good job, ladies. Good big round of applause.
High short kick for Marlow. It'll be put in play at the 19. He runs backwards, loses 5 yards, and it'll be tackled inside the 15. It'll be right at the 15. First and 10. Tackled from behind, so he'll be down for about a 5-yard gain. Quarterback drops, throws right into coverage, and that is caught by Tishomingo just off the fingertips of the outstretched hands of the Marlow defender. If there's anything that Marlow should be concerned about after this game, it has definitely been those long passes that they have given up now, about 4 of them. One was a slant route in the second quarter that set Tishomingo up, but the other 3 have been pretty much deep and all along the sidelines. We are down to 43 seconds to go here in the third quarter. So that'll roll it back 10. Tishomingo hands off, cuts across midfield and down. That will be the final play of the third quarter. Marlow 51, Tishomingo 6, your Prep Nation TV game of the day. Fourth quarter coming up. Fourth quarter underway. He goes deep again and catches it, and it is a touchdown. As I said earlier, that will be the one thing that Coach Weber will not be happy about tonight has been the deep open slots that have gone for 20, 30, 40-yard pops. Misdirection on the play doesn't fool, though, the Outlaws, so it is no good back-to-back tries, but 2 touchdowns now scored for Tishomingo. Your score, Marlow 51, Tishomingo 12. Pooch kick, and it is recovered by Tishomingo. So several miscues here in the second half. Outlaws not as sharp. And the onside kick rolls the way of Tishomingo, so they have the ball, 11:53 here in the fourth quarter. And off to the running back is not that productive for Tishomingo, a couple of yards maybe. We are down to 10 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the game. Pass again worked along the sideline. Looks like it'll be good for another first down.
Pass complete to number 9, Nick Strauss, tackled by number 22, Keenan Simpson.
Yeah, I guess not. They haven't moved the markers yet. Looked like he got it, but it's going to be, yep, okay, they finally do. Kind of in no man's land here, no matter where I move the camera. Running back goes right. He is caught back, met at the line of scrimmage, and stuffed. There is some laundry on the field. We'll see what the call is. So that'll go against Tishomingo. So that'll pull him back to about the 40. Oh boy, they're going all the way back to almost the 48. All right, so we've got another official's timeout. Both coaches have been using their timeouts pretty sparsely tonight. So thus far, each team has got a couple to burn. And 8:56 remains before it is a final score in back-to-back undefeated regular seasons for the Marlow Outlaws. Quarterback drops back, throws, goes deep, and he is beaten, and it is going to be another touchdown for Tishomingo. Well, Coach Weber is going to have to get that part of the pass defense shored up because they have gotten 3 touchdowns now of about 30 yards apiece on that very same play on the same exact side of the field as well. Jet sweep. They come right, cut back in across tackle, through the guard, and roll back left, and he is tackled all the way back at the 5-yard line. So it is 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions. However, 3 touchdowns in the second half, and it is a Marlow lead of 51-18. All right, Marlow has the ball at their own 20, cuts across the 25, 30, 35, and still going. All right, so Marlow will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 44 for Tishomingo, and 8:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. Outlaws run up the middle. We are inside of 8 minutes, down to 7:47.
And off to number 31.
Another run up the middle, cuts back left, and he is heading all the way inside the red zone and down toward the goal line. So that'll be enough for about a 40-yard touchdown scamper by the Outlaws. And they are 1 point away from tying a season-high 58 points. They've done it in 2 other games on the season. All right, Marlow's first time out of the game, actually. So the Outlaws called their first time out. They will basically be on defense again here, which they have found themselves most of the second half. 3 touchdowns to 2 for Tishomingo, so that's about the most positive thing you can come up with on this particular game. Sorry about changing the score there. Kick is up, and it is no good. Wow.
Extra point is no good. It brings the score Marlow 57, Tishomingo 18, 7 minutes remaining.
It was a little sickly looking.
Tishomingo Fire Department for the fine work they continue to do every home game.
So as we said earlier, this is the final regular season game of the year. Tishomingo will see their season come to a conclusion at 1-9. Marlow will go to 10-0 on the year. Back-to-back undefeated seasons for the Outlaws, the first time in school history that they have gone undefeated, and they've now done it 2 years in a row. The Outlaws lost last year in the 2A semifinals to state champion Metro Christian. Thus, the Outlaws have won 23 out of 24 games if they are holding on and winning this game here today. Their brief foray into 2A has been very successful. We'll see where they're classified at next year. I would assume it'll be at least Class 3A. But I've been wrong once or twice before. So 9 Outlaw touchdowns on the day, 8 for 9 on the extra points. You kick that many of them, you're bound to miss one, but the last 2 sequences weren't sharp for Marlow. They had an offside kick that negated a miss that was going to be blocked, and then they got the offside and then got it on the re-kick. But that is back-to-back kicks that weren't quite as sharp. Tishomingo looking to end their season with some kind of respectable showing. Couple of blowout losses, back-to-back games, so they are fighting for pride here and trying for the remaining fans that have stayed out on a cool evening in November to send the Indians into basketball season with their head held high. Outlaws looking to host a couple of district games in Marlow and make that quest for their first ever state championship in Class 2A in football. Inside of 6 minutes. Marlow closes the gap quickly and keeps the ball pretty much right at the same spot. Pass incomplete for Tishomingo. Clock is running. We are down to about 4.5 minutes to go before this is a final score. Tishomingo shows that they're going for it, but I would be surprised if they don't roll out and pooch kick this. Marlow just lets it go wisely over his head, and it'll be down at almost the 37, 38. I apologize for not being on the front side of this, sort of going around the gate. We would have to pretty much dodge our way through a bunch of players, and I don't know that we can get through there without bumping the camera. Quarterback does a read option, and it does not work out well. That's a play they might want to scrap. So the Outlaws have lost 3 and now 5 in back-to-back plays. So Coach Weber not going to be happy with this second half performance. But nonetheless, they are rolling and coasting toward a 39-point victory. Not much of a gain there either.
Number 23, Clayton Robinson, tackled by number 23, Colton Gray. He's back to the line of scrimmage, brings up a third down long for the Outlaws.
Outlaws throw, complete the pass. It's not going to be enough, though, for a first down. So we are down to 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining here before we have a final score. We'll see if Marlow decides to just go for it or if they likewise will do a pooch kick. Clock is rolling, so we are down to 1:35. Outlaws do a full conversion, so they will be putting in the punt team and able to drain the clock down to about 1 minute and 10 seconds before Tishomingo gets the ball. High punt. Marlow gets the ball on a fumble. So we'll see if the Outlaws go for a score here or if they go into victory formation, but it'll be back-to-back undefeated seasons for Marlow. And the quarterback does take a knee. So we've got 40 seconds in between the clock. Once they start rolling it, well, they're not actually moving the play clock. So Outlaws should be required to do one more kneel down, and that'll make it a final score. So Outlaws will drain the clock. They'll be able to take it all the way down with this next kneel. So this will be the final play of the game. They won't even have to snap it, actually. They can just let the clock roll, and that'll be it. Final score. Marlow goes undefeated. Outlaws headed to state. Like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game coverage. Otasco in Marlow, Oklahoma, and Gonzalez Mexican Restaurant in Tishomingo. Final score, number 1, Marlow 57, Tishomingo 18, your Prep Nation TV game of the day. Players will touch them up, and that'll do it.